Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we begin, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Rashakwadash.
Who is power in those names? Dwadi Bashim Yahshua, for giving us the spirit to come together and do this lesson. Double honors to our teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who will teach sound doctrine. Excuse me, and a strong shalom to the hopeful elect. And this lesson was inspired by a conversation that me and the brother had on camera that is power and death in the life of the tongue. That's why we're encouraged to stop saying like we ain't shit and things of that nature because our words hold vibrations and not to be confused with motherfuckers who believe in affirmations and things like that. But as a member of the elect and we have faith that we are of that ilk, you know, the things you say matter because we go on the highways and hedges and we prophesy, you know. Our anastrophe, our conversation and our conduct, they mean something because they set the tone, they set the standard for what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. So the things we say are important. Words are important. The word of the Lord is important because it was important enough to be personified. And of course, I'm talking about Yahweh Shai, John, the first chapter. But without further ado, we're going to get the featured precept and our supporting precepts, and Lord willing, this will be edifying to a member of the Lord's elect. You got it, Doc.
This is Proverbs 18 and 21. It says, death and life are in the power of the tongue.
Khan. So the things that you utter, Baba Gashah, if you can you go to the blue letter and go to that word tongue?
This is the blue letter. It's H3955.
Strong's H3956. Lashon.
Let's say
Lashon.
Lashawan in the Hebrew. And that's
which is tongue, tongue of man, tongue of literal, tongue of origin of speech. It says language,
right. You
and
go
tongue
down.
of fire. Go ahead.
Khan. Going down to the Strong's definition, Lashawan, it says used literally as the instrument of licking, eating, or speech, and figuratively speech, an ignat, fork, a flame, a cove of water, babbler, bay, evil speaker, language talker, tongue, wed. So a tongue is a language, speech. So can you go back to that precept Bible was trying to finish it out?
It says Proverbs 18 to 21. It says death and life are in the power of the tongue.
Right, and we know that the tongue holds no literal weight. It's the speech, the things that you say. The Hebrew word for word is debar. The word is debariyum. Keep going.
It says, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Right. And we know, again, the words of Yahweh Shem Shah are important because the scriptures say, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. The Lord gave us the things to say. The Lord said that he would give us a mouth against the evildoers, against the gainsayers.
He'll give us a
grab it real quick. It's in Titus. Look up gainsayer. But the things that we say are extremely important because it's like a spiritual game of telephone.
So I'll give you a mouth of wisdom, I believe.
Kind of, if you can find that, pull that too. Or, The point being, the things we say are important because this is a direct message from Yahweh Shem Shah. Just like at 300, in the messenger. Go ahead up.
This Luke 21 and 15. It says, for I will give you a mouth of wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Right. And the Lord has given us this mouth of wisdom. He gave us this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to combat anybody who came up against us. That's why I say they will be able to they won't be able to gainsay nor resist.
Right.
Because we got this truth.
Right. The same sentiment, I believe, is in the book of Titus. The Lord gave us the words we're supposed to speak. Going along with that precept in Jeremiah, that the Lord gave us pastors according to his heart. things that we would say. So the shepherds that he sent are echoing that shepherd in John 10, which is Yahweh Shah. You don't gotta get to that. I mean, go ahead, trust the spirit. But when you done with that, can you get that Sirach 37 Bible Shah?
Sorry, what's lucky?
37:18.
Calling this Sirach. 37 and verse 18. It reads, it says, for manner of things appear good and evil, it says life and death, but the tongue ruleth over them continually.
Right. And then you read that same passage in GNT. You mind grabbing that real quick?
In the GNT.
Con. Let me see. Bear with us for a second. I'm using my phone to record.
But yeah, life and death is in the power of the tongue. You know, because the scriptures say by every idle word, you know, you will be judged. You know?
That's right. And that's one of the precepts that we're going to pull out. But go, sorry, I can't mean to cut you off.
You know, you good.
It
That's
said, go ahead.
no, that's why you gotta watch what you say, man, because the things that come out your mouth, you will be judged for, and it ain't, you know, a light thing, because it's talk about that in, I think it's Ecclesiastes 5 or 6 or 6 and 5. You know, the Lord will try you on your words. You know, Numbers 30. You know, basically you don't vow that you can't, you know, do, right, that you said you was gonna do before the Lord. So that's why it's good that you watch your speech, man.
Con. I can't find it on the internet. I found it on my phone. But basically that Sirach 37:18 in the GNT, it chalks it up to 17. And it says that the same thing, that, you know, the four things: life, death, and then the power of the tongue. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's very vital, the things that we speak, because a lot of people attribute words to themselves, not giving the credit and power to Yahweh Shem Shah. Like the movie Secrets. You know, people think that the things that you speak out into the so-called universe can manifest themselves, but it's the word of the Lord that holds true. Isaiah 55, Sirach 3, you know, what else? You know, my word shall not fit. No, that was the Isaiah 55. The etymology of the word in the in the theological sense, Salakia, it means promise. Word means that declaration. So the things that we declare, we're coming in the stead of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. We are many gods, lowercase g, you know? And Yahweh declared everything, seen and unseen, by what? His word. That's how real bosses move. He's sitting back. He had the blueprint. He had the idea. Oh, that the Wadi Al-Bashim Yahshua, that's the sentiment. That's the point I was trying to make. Sirach 37 and 17 in the GNT says it all, that it all starts in the mind. And what you speak is a reflection of your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and the things that we speak according to scriptures are quickening. We're given life. But Maba Kushai, if you could, can you grab that Matthew 12 and 36 that you quoted?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, and verse 36. And it reads, it says, but I say unto you that every idle word that a man shall speak, they shall give an account thereof.
Right, Salakia. And that's why we're going into this account now. This is not the first time I've touched on this topic. But, you know, words are important, or else we wouldn't be judged by them. Words are important because the doctrine, the principles of morals and dogma that we abide by and that we teach in order to receive salvation, Lord willing, they hold weight. Bring that back one more time from the top and read it all the way through.
This is Matthew 12 and 36. As it says, "But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment."
Right. You're going to have to account for all the things you said. And the scriptures let us know that even a foolish thought is sin. So the things that never even left your fucking mouth, you're going to be held accountable for. These words are important. And excuse my Swahili, but these words that we speak are important. Real quick, can you get that John 6 and 63?
This is the book of John, chapter 6 and verse 63. And it reads, "It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life."
Right. And this is red letters. So that is Yahweh Shah. The words that Yahweh Shah spoke are given life. And now we have the comforter, now that he is not physically on the scene. He is on the scene via the scriptures, via the whole roll, and via when 2 or 3 brothers are in the midst. So the words that we speak are divine. They're from the heavens. And these are the words that were given to the nation of Israel, the 2/3, and the people who will receive it. These are the words that we're speaking and prophesying against the nations. When we're in that Ezekiel 35 spirit, when we're in that Ezekiel 38 spirit, when we're prophesying against the nations, we're using the words which were entrusted rather, to good men, pursuant to the book of Psalms. Doing the same thing that I quoted in 2 Ezra 15 and 1. Speaking the words of prophecy to thy people, pursuant to Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. Give them warning from me by doing what? Speaking. I think about Jericho, where all they did was follow the instructions of the Lord, and then they uttered their voices, they yelled, in addition to the instruments and so forth. But point being, the things that we say are very, very important. And we don't feed too much into the affirmations and all that bullshit. But we're careful of what we say because we understand how powerful words are in a spiritual context, in the scriptures, in a scriptural context. Can you get Proverbs 15 and 1? Unless you had some
Can I get the Proverbs? This is Proverbs 15 and 1. It says, "A soft answer turn away wrath, but a grievous word stir up anger."
right. You know that old adage, that old saying in the world that you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. You know, the speech, the things that you do, they all tie into that. Read that again, Baba Kushah, for me.
Kind of is Proverbs 15 and 1. It says, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger."
Exactly. Keep
So,
going.
yeah, it says, "The tongue of the wise useth knowledge aright."
What is that? You know, we know wisdom is the fear of the Lord. Knowledge is the application of that, you know?
It says, "But the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness."
Exactly. Because the things that we speak is not from us. Pursuant to James, you know, without superfluity, without naughtiness, we're receiving this word, the words from the heavens, with all meekness, like the scriptures say. Then we're reciprocating that to the nations, to the people, whether they hear or forbear. You had anything you wanted to say?
This is Sirach 28 and 18. It says, "Many have fallen by the edge of the sword." All right, a lot of death has came by the edge of the sword, but right here it says, "But not as many have fallen by the edge of the tongue," because the tongue, like we have read, is a strong member, and the things you utter, you know, you can be judged for. All right, and it made me think of Herod and Acts. All right, because he ain't give glory to the things you don't say. You know, the Lord put the Spirit on you, said, but he in Acts that Herod ain't give glory to the Lord, and what happened? You know, he got put to death.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
The things you say and don't say are very important to the Lord. Scripture said that the steps of a good man are ordered right. So how much more the wicked? You know, a lot of things that we do and say, going back to the example that I used with the anastrophe, are weighed in the balance. And we're mere mortal men. We wouldn't even be able to comprehend what we're saying without the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Again, words that we heard from, as a matter of fact, grab that, Isaiah 30, you know, your teachers. Or more, or rather a more fitting precept if you can. But no, since it's on the spirit, just grab it, just grab it. You know, that affliction, teachers backed into a corner. That's what I was thinking about. Because we heard these words, the quickening words of Yahweh Shah through the elders and apostles. We heard it through men teaching on the street corners. I think it's like around 20. Yep. This Isaiah 30 and 20 says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity, excuse me, and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teeth be removed into a corner anymore, but thy eyes shall see thy teachers. And where are we going to see them? On the chief places of concourse, teaching the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We're going to see them making video epistles, teaching the words that quicken, that give life to those dry bones in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. You got it out.
You reading?
No, if you have something to say, bring it out. If not, we can wrap it up.
No, that's all I have.
Shalom, Yahbashim Shabrakatah.
Shalom, Yahbashim Shabrakatah.
Was that all you had?
Khan.
What did you ever bring up that James?
Khan.
Okay, so like it. All right, the Wadi Yahbashim Yashab began the spirit to do this lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying to a member of the Lord's elect. Once again, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. The honors to our teachers, the head apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. We're going to teach some doctrine. And Kazak, Shalom to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, till next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Yamar, have a thumb to the hopeful elect.
Have a thumb.